Hi folks, it's Keith Beardsley, back with another vlog or blog for ATORY01.com. What I want to look at today is this strange announcement that Trudeau has created a task force of 10 ministers to solve the passport problem. So 10 ministers giving up time, and anyone who's worked for a minister, doesn't matter which party, knows the workload they have. And so these 10 ministers are supposed to help out one junior minister who can't do her job and whose department is letting the entire government down. Smoke and mirrors. We all know nothing will come of this. This simply allows Trudeau to say, I've set up a task force, and once I hear from them, and of course there's never a timeline, and the timeline, if you deal with the bureaucracy, the timeline invariably gets extended. So, but he has his talk point. I set up a task force and we're going to deal with the problem. Now, defenders of Trudeau, quite interestingly, and there's a number of them using almost the identical talk points if you look at Twitter and areas like that, it's blame the public. It's not Trudeau or the government's fault. It's the public's fault because they waited too long to get their passports. I see people posting, well, it's your problem that you had to cancel your flight. You didn't have your passport. Now, what G7 country has delays like this? Canadians are not the only ones who have decided to travel now that the pandemic is over. So what are we looking at? We're looking at people camping overnight in front of passport offices to try and get in. Are Canadians the only ones who have decided to travel now that the pandemic is over? I doubt it. But you won't see lineups in the United Kingdom. You won't see lineups and people camping in the United States. Not in France, not in Germany, not in Italy. Only in Trudeau's Canada. Now, isn't that interesting? We're the only one of the G7 that people have to camp out in. Now, task force are interesting because if you've ever worked for a minister, you know that bureaucrats never want to take the blame for anything. It's sort of career ending if they screw up. So they always have an interdepartmental committee, basically a task force, that sets up so the blame can be spread around. So no one individual in any department can take the heat. And this way, when something does hit the fan, the bureaucrats can say, well, we spoke to this department and this department and this department, and they agreed that this was the solution. So don't blame me, blame the committee. So now we have don't blame me, there's a task force. And just think, well, everyone else's holidays are getting screwed up because they can't leave the country with a passport. They can't get one, can't renew one. Someone has his passport. And his name's Justin Trudeau, and he couldn't care less that you don't have yours. That's it for now. Keith Beardsley, ATORY01.com. Have a great day.